All right, let's start. Everybody ready? We good?
One thing I just want to say, for what it's worth, you're not like uploading these anymore, are you?
No.
I might give it a shot, like if I can be fucked afterwards, because my channel doesn't need monetization, so it's fine. Um,
Go for it. Go for it and let me know how it goes.
so if
I'm
I
Go
feel
doing,
for
like
it.
man.
it, I
I'm
might
doing.
do
Good.
it.
You'll
Yeah,
get
yeah.
blacklisted, bro. It's not worth it.
Yep.
It's not worth it.
Dude, my YouTube doesn't fucking matter. It's a dead experiment. It's all good. We'll see. If
Okay.
it feels
But yeah,
worth it
feel
and
free.
it's in between like my starter stuff, then yeah, I might do it. But otherwise, it's whatever.
Go for it. All right. Let's start. Hi and welcome back to another stalling. I'm joined by Quin69, Mathel1, and Steel Mage, and we are going to be yapping about Keepers of the Flame Breach 2.0. Yeah, we're properly back on schedule now. Like we're getting proper like leagues every 2 months now, which is nice. Obviously, we streamers love that. Good schedule. Um, so that's nice. How was the PoE 2 season for you guys? The last one.
Pretty good. Pretty good. I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like things last like less long at the moment for PoE 1 and 2. Like, yeah, it's good that they're both there and it's yeah, we're very regular all of a sudden, but it feels like the hype dies off quicker. Um it's still fun, like the first 2 weeks are great, but then it feels like it starts to taper off a lot quicker than before.
Yeah. Do you think that's also like that we've just played it so much as well though?
Possibly. Possibly not enough is like quite changing at the moment in PoE 1. And then PoE 2 still isn't, figured out its stride for um, longevity and replayability. So I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it also feels like it's kind of just fractured the player base, right? So then a lot of people are like
Yeah.
excited for one, not excited for the other, and
Yeah.
then so I don't
Yeah.
know.
PoE 2 siphoned some of the hype from PoE 1, 100%. I think. Personally, for me, anyway, just at least a little bit. But the PoE
Yeah.
2 League, that's PoE 2 League, bro, best state of PoE 2 ever, Hundy Pete. And it was actually like fun as fuck. I found it.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I was locked in, bro. It's the most I've enjoyed PoE 2 out of any of the PoE 2 leagues ever. And by a large margin.
Yeah, I mean, last
Yeah.
time we did stalling, I was like, this game is not that good. And now I enjoy it. I had fun. It was good. I'm happy.
W.
Crafting. Yeah, W.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Big
And
two in
like the
fan now.
async trade is so fun. Like logging into a bunch of divines, so nice.
Gems
Yeah, I'm
apparently
I'm
just
I'm
dropped
good.
at the right time, so you
Yeah,
know,
by the way, we're
Oh, nice.
ditching. We're going to go look at gems now. See ya, boys.
All
yeah.
right, closing down the podcast, boys.
You're
Uh-huh.
losing
We can
div per
leave it
hour
life.
as we speak, Steel, by not min maxing the gem fucking, you know,
I know. I
info.
know. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's start with talking about like this is the first sequel league we ever had. Honestly, I was expecting the first sequel league to be Harbinger. But I love Breach, so I'll take it. Steel, what are your thoughts? Like all aboard the sequel?
So basically, because I was talking about this before it launched, the idea when we got the teasers, right? The problem with the sequel is you kind of delete the old league because that's how they're doing it, right? They're not just doing another mechanic. They're doing they're replacing the old one. So it needs to be as good, ideally better than the old one. Now, luckily, Mark Besseg, he said they want it to be like old Breach, but yeah, I mean, if it sucks, right, we'll get like a Breach Beyond situation with like how Scourge was the new Beyond, and it was kind of intentionally worse. Like that was kind of the point, in my opinion. Like I think the new Beyond is kind of shit, and I never really liked it compared to the old one. So I'm
Mhm.
hoping this is just a pure upgrade, and it seems like that's what they're shooting for.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, especially because like when the Beyond boss spawns, like what's supposed to be the good outcome, it's a shit outcome. It's like, oh, cool, no more Beyond now. So you gotta
Yeah.
avoid that. Yeah, for sure. Quinn, sequel thoughts?
What? Because I fucking hate sequels. I fucking hate sequels. Unless it's like a really, really good game, and like I actually want a sequel. Generally speaking, sequels are just lazy as hell, and they should just make some new IP. But
What
because
does
it's
that
part of Exile
take?
and the
Like straight up, just
fuck
on the
sequel, bro, on God,
in general,
fuck sequel.
sequels bad. What?
You didn't like Terminator
Sequels,
2?
remakes, fucking all the shit. Like it's that whole fucking thing where like let's just do the same thing again, but like, hey, there's a new coat of paint or some shit. Generally speaking, but hey, this is part of Exile live service game that goes forever and it upgrade, and this looks to be just a much more potent version of Breach, and I didn't even like Breach, the original one. So this looks like a way more interesting. I mean, way more interesting version of Breach. I mean, I don't want to like talk too far ahead with what the mechanic is and everything, but like the crafting component of this one looks fun. The gameplay looks decent. I'm a little bit skeptical about what I'm seeing with this shit where you got to stand still at this and then defend a spot. We'll have to see how that plays out. Because it's one of the things where because I seen Mark. He's saying like it's a circle. You run around, you kill stuff. Do you know what it sounded like to me? It's when like I'm watching one of them announcements to some new MMO coming out, and they're saying all the right buzzwords. But like, you can say all the buzzwords you want. I'm gonna go in and I'll play the game. I want to see, is it actually fun, right? Because I mean, in theory, it looks good, and I look at it, it looks good. But is it actually going to be good when we play it? We'll just see. We got to get in there, get some hands-on testing.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see. Like, I'm sure we'll have some sort of like control over just every breach is like a normal breach too, right? For those that don't like the variations, or like 90% more likely. There's
What do
usually
you
stuff like that.
what do you think that's going to be the case? Like the Atlas, the tree thing, the breach tree.
Hmm.
We'll see.
Well, I don't know. That's good. Wait, no. Well, that's only for crafting. No shot.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I thought it was just for
only-
grafting.
That's just crafting.
And there's
It
no
won't be a
breach
choice.
nodes on the tree, right? Oh, there's no breach Atlas tree.
No, not on the Atlas trade, but I assume that you would be able to affect it.
I,
Maybe it is
I,
just
I'm a doubter.
I
Hey.
doubt.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, we'll see. Mathil, I guess you have a different take than on sequels.
On sequel, well, it's just it's got nothing to do with Breach, right? I think it's just a dog shit take that sequels are not good. And like, what the fuck is that? There's so many good sequels in life across the board, and a lot of the time it's like, yeah, something was great and it ended, but maybe you want more of it, and then maybe they can improve upon it. Whatever. Anyway, horrible take. But yeah, as far
Agree
as
to disagree.
no, you're just wrong. Anyway, I think in general, for this stuff like in PoE, yeah, a lot of it could use a new coat of paint, and I think Breach is one of them. I don't know if this is enough of a huge new coat of paint to be like fully different and like an actual big 2.0, but so far it looks like step in the right direction. I think I'd like to see some others like Harbinger. I think could use one that would really expand its lore and could be
Yeah.
particularly cool. Some of them, I feel like could have had a bit more because, like we already got Breach kind of 2 with like PoE 2, and then we know a bit more about it already, and they're just reusing a lot of those kind of assets and stuff. So it makes sense that this is going to be the next one for them to do a 2.0, but it'd be nice for some others as well. I think, yeah, it's good, and it can be pretty good.
Yeah. What are you all starting? Obviously, I'm guessing Methyl, you're doing SC trade, Funcore.
Yep. I think not starting trade would be a mistake, given that
Yeah.
the new thing. Surely even all the SSF guys would like to start trade, and then if you conquer it too quickly, too easily, move on, make an SSF thing. I think anyway. Because
Reverse.
go on.
Reverse. Do it the other way. Start off with all the new crafting mechanics, all the new SSF friendly features, and then if you're not getting lucky, then go trade. So
Are there
reverse it.
enough SSF like friendly features? It's just the league mechanic,
I mean,
right?
the league mechanic, well, the way you can basically spam craft stuff, get a lot of 5 links, 6 links, tons of uniques, and potentially like I don't know how strong it's going to be. I'm really hoping it's not going to be a Crucible fucking thing where they balance the entire mechanic around Trade League and they make it super fucking rare because and so everything you get is dog shit, or if it's actually going to be good. We'll have to see. I'm praying that like they're actually just making because they seem to just be like saying, hey, PoE 1 is like the fun core. Like we're just doing retarded shit right now, and you just we'll put the most OP broken shit. Like look at that Mercenaries League, it's so disgusting. Look at this new league that's coming out, looks pretty dirty, and we're going to see like, are they going to let us SSF enjoyers actually print some strong items? So I
Probably.
think there's a
You
good
probably
chance
have
they
some
will.
strong stuff, but like the whole point of view here is that the new trade shit, it's just, like revolutionary for like um, trade and enjoying the game and with
Mm.
the community fucking stuff, the aspect of it and stuff. That's huge. And to miss out on that on day one is kind of unfortunate. And it's a lot better to start out with having everything at your fingertips, blasting through, enjoying it. And then if you want, go into that restart and that challenge. Whereas if you start out with that challenge and miss out on the entire fucking trade situation, you're already far behind the economy. Let's say you start
Oh,
on SSF, right? You crush everything, there's pretty much no chance for you to restart and trade because what's the point? You're just going to crush it even harder, right? You're not going to do it.
well, no. Well, the thing is, you're never gonna have that in an HC trade, right? So I'm looking through the lens of HC trade. And actually, you know what? By starting on Steph, you're actually allowing them to build up a stockpile of stuff. So you actually have a selection of gear because you can buy stuff of people who've quit the league. Because the issue with HC traders, half the people have quit the game in like the first week or two, right? And then all the shit goes offline. Whereas now, all those random little niche uniques and stuff might want to buy, you can now buy them while they're offline and corrupt them or whatever, or do whatever you want to do, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. This is just from a hardcore perspective, Matthew. You probably wouldn't understand, unfortunately.
Hmm.
I
There's
agree with
nothing to say to that.
Methil. Like the first few days of hardcore trade is so cool, especially like a thing that's going to be very different now is like base types are already a very big thing, right, with recombinators and hardcore trade. Where you can make like if you're one of the first people in tier 17s, you can make like 200 to 600 chaos per map, right? Like a lot of those like ID6 bases earlier, like 20 to 30, 40 C per. And now those are gonna sell like cupcakes, right? You're just gonna have an 86 tab and someone's gonna come by and buy 5 or 6. So I definitely agree with Methil. I just really want to be part of that early fun economy on day one. But this is really interesting. In a way, there's no hardcore anymore. There's hardcore SSF, then there's medium core, which is hardcore trade. Um, because when you die now, you go to softcore. But what's the huge change there is let's say I die on a really expensive character, right? Some things which might be more expensive on softcore than hardcore, right? I die on like a 50 divine character. I can now sell that on softcore trade and move my divines back to hardcore. I no longer lose all my gear. We don't know like how much you get back or what the ratio is going to be. Right now, the trade ratio on that is 6 to 1. So 60 divines on softcore is 10 divines on hardcore. Might be 15, might be 10. And I see a lot of people in chat saying question mark, what? How? If you go to pathofexile.com and go to the forums, you'll see that the bottom one, I don't know if I can show it, but the bottom one is called Standard to Hardcore Trading, warning unsafe. The reason it's unsafe is somebody has to go first, right? So let's say that I'm like, hey, Mathil, you for some reason have 10 hardcore divines. I'll give you 60 on softcore. Mathil's like, sure. I traded my 60 divines. He just fucking ignores me. And Mathil's like, ah, thanks for the money, kid. So, like,
Mm.
obviously that can happen. That's why it's unsafe. Um, and you might be wondering, why couldn't we do that before? That's because you aren't allowed to swap from standard to keep yourself the flame. But now it's going to softcore. So, yeah, it's kind of medium core now.
Yeah. I don't know. I
Yeah,
mean, I think it's cringe overall as well, I'm going to say. But yeah, go on still.
yeah. So the biggest question, because I had this whole topic with my chat, the biggest thing is who plays hardcore, farms hardcore currency with the intention of doing the exchange, right? And the answer is what Ziz said, that 6 to 1 exchange ratio that's a lot. Like if I told you you could make, let's say 60 in hardcore, and that is 60 divines in softcore, it's like it's actually a very good way of making currency. People do this. Like this was the reason people did this before was because let's say a Hinokro's lock in Total League, what was it called, Total Trial of the Ancestors, that was worth so much fucking currency in standard that it was profitable for standard players to play hardcore trade. Yeah, and that's how standard players make money a lot of the time.
Jesus.
Now you're gonna have people like Fubgun, right? Not Fubgun specifically, but you are gonna have people like Fubgun who will play hardcore trade specifically with the intention of migrating at some point, just because the exchange rate is so insane. They're gonna make way more currency than the average player playing hardcore trade, and then they go to softcore keepers. and that's gonna be a real thing. You're gonna see it happen. Trust.
That's so next level sweaty. It's just you're playing a thing you didn't
But it's
intentionally
PoE,
initially
dude.
wanted to play
It's
just because
it's
you did.
PoE, dude.
You guys, whatever. Fucking take it, keep it, enjoy it. It's I wouldn't
wonder,
call it
though,
medium
how
core though.
Isn't it like relative though? Like, isn't there just way more currency going around in the fucking softcore trade? So then everything's just like selling for more. So then just more currency, liquid. You might not get as much money from like raw currency drops, but items just sell way more, and you could just corner another market super early and make fuck tons of currency on just softcore trade. Am I crazy? But
It's just another way of making currency. That's all. The thing is, right? The point is, right? There'll be a demand because hardcore players who die are gonna sell their gear for good money, right? And they're gonna this softcore currency to them is worthless. Like I don't if I have a mirror on softcore keepers, I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna
Okay.
exchange that for a
Bro.
divine on hardcore. I don't give a fuck. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna get that favorable exchange rate for these very niche farmers. I'm not gonna say they're not niche, but they are. But they will exist. Is the point. And that's why it's gonna work that way.
Especially if the ratio gets really crazy, right? Like we don't know what it's going to be. Like it's 6-1 right now. Imagine that it's 15-1. It'll be nuts.
So you're okay with basically cheating? To you know,
No, it's not even-
enhance your well, you're I guess as he said, it is kind of medium core at that point, like because you're just
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I'm calling it
You're-
medium core.
but you're buying
Yeah.
into a system where you barely get
So-
punished all of a sudden. Why bother?
Yeah. So hardcore SSF is the only true hardcore now. So
Yeah, that was my
Yeah.
point. That's my point. Hardcore stuff is the only true hardcore.
Wait, so are you saying that in theory, you guys that are playing hardcore like that possibly have even more of an advantage than us on softcore, so you're actually more of a vagina than I am for playing on HC that way?
Ah, that's not how it works.
Well, no, it's still harder
No.
than softcore, right? There's no downside to softcore.
Yeah.
I get less money all of a sudden. My currency's worth less, and I can't make as good trades or some shit.
Nah, I'm not worried about that. But I mean, to be fair, like at the end of the day, just do what you have the most fun with. It doesn't really matter. But like, if you're playing hardcore for the sake of like flexing, like oh look how good I am, then obviously like hardcore SSF is the play for that, right? Like I don't fucking care. I just want to have fun.
Isn't it just the economics though? I feel like it's fake. It's a fake. It's
economic.
just like it's just it all balances out with the fucking
It
system
does.
anyway. And the
Yeah.
reason why it'll be profitable is because no one wants to do it. It's just like doing
Yeah.
a shit mechanic that's profitable. It's the same thing.
But to
So
be clear, it's really fucking dog shit, which means it's extra profitable. Because who the
Yeah.
fuck is gonna play hardcore trade just to migrate the currency on the exchange site with this unsafe trade shit to make money? But that also means it's gonna be giga profitable.
Mm.
So someone's gonna do it.
It's interesting too because it does say in that forum, which honestly I don't mind if they would do this. I don't really care, but it does say. To be fair, there's a post by Chris from 2013. The policy may change in the future. For example, disallowing all cross-league trading entirely. Now, I have a hotter take. In my opinion, hardcore should void, because then it makes the economy so interesting and unaffected by softcore, right? Like in my opinion, it should void. You should just lose everything. It should not go to softcore. It should not go to standard.
Sure.
But that is just from an economy perspective, right? Because right now, with the way it was on standard, we have people playing on hardcore just to rip things to standard, like mirrors and Hinakora's locks in particular. Because obviously, if they were only being used by hardcore players, they would be like insanely cheap, right? Like 5 or 6 times cheaper. So that would be very, very interesting to me, I think. But yeah,
Community
I
would
don't think
never
they'll ever
allow
avoid it.
Yeah, they wouldn't, and community wouldn't allow it, right? Remember, every single time they put up a void event just for, fun meme events and stuff, half the fucking Reddit and
Yeah.
forums would be like, oh, fucking, I ain't playing this, it's a void, even though it,
Yeah.
literally doesn't matter. It's like,
Yeah, I would say it is a non-issue because we do have hardcore SSF, so
Yeah.
it's fine. It's just weird though. It's just funny to talk about and think about. I think, but it doesn't really.
That's
matter.
really interesting.
You want my timing out with your chatters, by the way? I may be timing out with your chatters. I just realized.
yeah, you are.
I
Like,
might be timing out every-
your
Some of my viewers have
reply
been like,
thing.
why did I get timed out?
Oh
You
shit!
take them out.
Yeah.
You take them out.
Yeah, my bad. I'll try to turn that off for now. Let's just subscribe to me. Hey, just sub to me. You can reply, guys. So hey, W.
Is this because you didn't allow basic farmers or something?
Yeah,
It's just net negative replies. Ultimately.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
just because of the basic thing, and only in your chat. Everyone else's chat replies
Hey, you
fine.
go now. Everyone can reply temporarily just to this podcast.
That's funny. Huh.
But
Yeah,
temporarily,
so
my bad.
Steel, what league are you going? Have you decided?
Nope. I mean, it's such a. I hear what you guys are saying about the great hardcore trade experience or the async experiment, right? I get that, and it's a one-time thing. This is the launch of it. You'll never get to experience this again. Kind of. I get that, but
Did you try it in PoE 2?
I did. I did. It was good. It
Okay.
was. Yeah. It was good. It was
You at
nice to
least,
do the whole login, wake up, and you
yeah.
get like a
So you at
billion
least know what you're
defense.
missing out on. So that's
Yeah.
fair enough.
Did anyone else do any like flipping?
Accidental flipping here or there, like might
Yeah.
buy some shit and then be like, you know what, I probably don't actually need this, and maybe it's worth a bit more. But I didn't go that sweaty because I was just making enough money normally anyway, so I didn't see the
Yeah.
point.
I did disgusting flipping. What was the unique crossbow called?
Lament or something. Can't remember.
Yeah, Last Lament or something. I saw that like Orb of Chance was like 4 divine to 6 divine, and Last Lament with 3 sockets was like 25 to 40. So I was like, buy a Chance Orb, make Last Lament, sell. I made like 180 divine on that, and I was like, this is stupid. But it was really fun. Obviously, you can't show it on stream because like then it's gone. But yeah, after I made like 180 D, I was like, okay, this is what I've been doing. It's fun.
Oh, so you did
I
off
will say-
stream flipping.
Yeah, well,
You
you
have
can't
to,
do stuff
because-
like that on stream.
Yeah,
It'll
because
just
I
die
remember
instantly.
I was helping Ziz craft an item for him, and I was on stream. He's like asking me, right, literally Discord call, and I'm like, "Don't fucking show this link on stream." And even
only
though
one.
I did, yeah, but even though it was only one, the effect of me linking this item off stream, or sorry, on Discord privately whilst this was streaming, made the price of those items go up in softcore trade by like 10x in less than an hour.
Yeah.
It's so funny. You can influence the economy so much as a streamer. It's very funny.
That's
It's like
really
Mathel effect, but instant, right? Because of the
Oh,
instant trade.
shit.
I remember, was it a Void Force or Starforge you did this with, but you had one in your inventory just to fuck off the flippers? That was great.
It wasn't just
That
my
was
inventory. I
cinema.
was like saying, yeah, I'm basically going to do a Void Forge build. And then I got to like level, I don't know, fucking 20 or something. And then they were all emptied out of the market. And I'm just like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm not going to do that. I'm doing some other build. Because, I don't know, it was just one small middle finger to that type of thing. Because usually, yeah, if it's like a unique that's kind of niche, it gets bought out. And then it's just
Yeah.
annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
And I hate it.
A little bit off topic. What do you guys think about people like, specifically Jung here, but even Rue to an extent, but Jung especially, hiding their builds now? Like they're real league starter. They're like they got the pop and it's secret now because of this.
Are they? I don't know.
Yeah,
sounds
yeah,
sounds lame to me, but whatever.
Yeah. But I mean, it's real
yeah.
though, right? I mean,
That's normal.
it's
When you start branching into a competitive game, like a real game, okay, so like Diablo 3, for example, we used to have to push with secret builds off stream. So you'd go offline for like fucking a week straight, and then you would only log in to farm keystones. And that's because you can't leak your build. And then you leak fake builds to Gabinator, so he thinks he's pushing on the build, but it's actually a meme build. And then he's on the stream trying to fucking do some retarded shit, which makes no sense. Combination Strike, I believe, was the classic one. And yeah, it's just competitive gaming at the end of the day. You got to use whatever you can to win.
Yeah, and I'd get that if there was a competition here, but there isn't. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
the
Are they doing it
Yeah.
just to hope it doesn't get nerfed, or?
well, I don't know if he's actually doing it or not, but he said that it was a very, very niche item that he wanted, and he'll get fucked up otherwise. Could be something like a Sublime. I don't know.
I mean, couldn't you
Yeah.
just not tell people about the item while still playing your build and then eventually buy the item? Or is it just so obvious
That's what he's doing.
That's what I would do.
No, I think that's what he's doing. Yeah.
I don't have any problem with
cunt slow.
that. Like that's fine.
I mean,
But-
even I've done that to an extent. I'm like, I have this build up to this point, and then I'll tell you after I play it.
What's annoying though
Yeah.
is Do you not find that people like BenQ intuit what you plan on doing in the future, and then they start pre-buying the niche
Yeah.
items on IT Trade
Yeah.
before you get them, and then they extort you.
Uh huh.
And
Yeah.
then everyone says it's a
People
handout.
people will play. Well, they don't give it to me. People will play the build I'm playing before I can play it, and then I can't play it, and it's like fuck me.
Dude, I hate
That's
that.
very annoying.
Bro.
Yeah, I've been playing League with Bank. He's super nice.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
I was inspired by Quin 69.
To like
Okay.
hit the bottom of the ranks and go Iron Man style or what?
I just wanted to see if I would like get higher rank than Quin. It was
Hey,
fun.
CZ Ran, this is the most dumb fucking take I think I've ever heard. Like, this is clear bait. Clear bait. Okay, you cannot experience what I experienced. You need to play in Oceanic Service in the middle of the fucking night when there is only 2 lobbies going, and it is a literal public invite to whoever wants to can join in your game and fucking fuck with it. I would go 25 games in a row with the majority of players being stream snipers. And they're on your own team intentionally inting.
Yeah, but I
Okay,
think
bro.
you've also incentivized stream sniping to some degree. Like
Yep.
in
Yeah,
10
No, no,
years
no.
of streaming,
If I go to EU, bro, I'm instantly fucking diamond without even trying. Just
Okay,
like
I don't know about
legit.
that. I don't know about
Yeah.
that, but I will say to back Quinn up here, when Quinn was doing his league arc, there were multiple, oceanic streamers, not good by the way, that were literally streaming just to Steam type Quinn, and they were just giggling and laughing on fucking Discord the entire time. It was pretty fucking cringe. It
They
was
had
pretty
a
bad.
stream having Discord, bro. A stream having
Yeah.
Discord. I had a guy on the inside. It was fucking. They were coordinating. They had fucking several accounts that all queue up. Is fucked. It was
Yeah, I know because I was in
unplayable.
that.
You,
Yeah, I was in one. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
I don't think instant diamond or anything. Like, yeah, sure, the odds are stacked against you. I think you would have done a bit better. But yes, it was. It was real. It was real. I met someone at TwitchCon EU. You know, just like talking to someone. He's like, "Oh yeah, I stream sniped Quinn," and I'm like, "Really? Why'd you do? Oh, it's so easy." Like, he was an EU person. He's like, I would just go on there and just say that it'd be so easy to get into a lobby with you, and he'd usually try and win and be on your team and stuff, but it was, still super easy for him. I'm like, yeah, fair enough.
how disgusting did he look? Like how fucking obese and fucking retarded.
Normal dude, normal looking dude.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Uh,
Sure
That's
was.
funny. It's fun though. I definitely, after having played both a bit more, I definitely like enjoy Dota more for sure. Um, but yeah, we can get back on topic. It was just a fun little thing. Um, so with the league mechanic itself, we're getting grafts, we're getting Fileborn unique, we're getting breeding. I guess everybody or most people are gonna have a pregnant emote. I know Tai Tai has one already. Um, yeah, Steel, what are you most excited for about like the new stuff?
well, I want you guys' opinion on this, obviously, but graphs seem to be a balanced version of mercs in a way. I think that's what
Uh-huh.
they're going for. Like they have utility. Think like the effect mercs had on your leveling experience. I think that's the kind of vibe they're going on. Not the OP shit
Mm.
that you did, Ziz, by the way. That was unethical. But just like the regular default, you pick up a merc, it gives you like some sort of buff that feels impactful. Think that's what they're going for.
Yeah.
It's kind of limited top end by the mods on the graft itself. You can't scale it like we did with mercs. So
I was expecting that you would say breeding now that you are having your own child as well, like
Gonna say, I'm at a
joining the
disadvantage
ranks.
here. I'm the only one that doesn't know how to breed, so what league mechanic? I don't. I'm confused, man.
you need,
Seek
you need
hole,
build guide.
bro. Seek hole.
See, oh, okay.
Sequel.
Shit, dude, thanks for the
I learned that from
advice.
Elden Ring. Yeah, just seek hole.
Yeah,
Oh,
still is still is
Steel's
pregnant.
pregnant. Steel's pregnant.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's now the
I'm not
expert on
fat. I'm
breeding.
just pregnant. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
Good
all
excuse.
soon we'll be able to have like Fight Club stuff. It would be fun.
No, but as far as the mechanic itself goes, like Quinn was saying, I think it'll be good for SSF. It seems like a Necropolis style mechanic in terms of like they're using those weightings and mod tier shit again. So they're bringing that crafting back, but again in a balanced way because it's
Well,
kind of limited now
yeah.
by the crafting tree. The
We just don't
crafting
know if
tree?
it's going to be balanced still. It could end up being kind of like Necropolis, where you can spec into a certain bunch of shit and just kind of reliably print them out. Granted, yeah, with Necropolis, like if you just sat around trading enough and stuff, you could do it non-stop. But like, I don't know. We'll see about that one.
Yeah.
So I hope it doesn't
Yeah,
go
I
the
hope it's not.
Necropolis way. It doesn't. It does
Same.
not need to go too heavy.
I hated that so much.
Well, yeah. First of all, the
It's like a,
system. Go on.
I was saying, it's like a build your own necropolis, but without all the cancer of having to plant the graves,
Exactly.
right? And it's
Mhm.
it's just a lot more basic, like
Yeah.
watered down version, but it's better, right? You know.
Yeah. Hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully
I
it's
mean,
less
yeah, I like this.
powerful, but obviously
Well,
much more intuitive to use.
well,
Yeah.
my concern, right, is it gonna be good end game? Because yes, it will be good early game, right? Obviously, but if it's balanced, is it powerful enough to compete with some of the gear we can craft now? Probably not.
Yeah,
Well, aren't the Falborn uniques going to be pretty exciting no matter what? Especially I think
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
That's what I
for
would have
sure.
said.
like
If you
that's
like, if like the item crafting portion of it, tapers off at the high end, then surely you're just speccing to like uniques and currency, and then the currency stuff like should always be pretty good, and the uniques have a good chance of being
Yeah,
something.
yeah, exactly.
yeah,
That's what I'm expecting to happen. Yeah.
for sure. I think it'll be fun. Matthew, out of the new stuff, what are you the most excited for?
For the league mechanic, or
Yeah, like anything from the league mechanic, like Falborn uniques, crafting, the new. Obviously, we're getting like tier 2 exalted orbs and stuff now, basically, as
yeah,
well.
yeah. I mean that's all stuff, but doesn't particularly excite. Whereas the uniques that could remove one of the downsides potentially, or just like have a particularly good modifier for a unique that was almost there. Yeah, that shit's gonna be cool. I think that's gonna be the best thing by far. Because
Yeah,
it sounds like they would have snuck in a few particularly like strong ones that just remove a downside altogether. And let's just say, as an easy example, Abyssus take away the fizz taken modifier, and then
Shit.
just fucking have something cracked on top of it. Easy best in slot helm for like everyone ever, right? So just something like that. I know there's gonna be some like that, but otherwise, just in general,
yeah,
some of that unique balancing is gonna be pretty cool.
yeah. I mean, I guess I mean that of Abyssus, but obviously like Abyssus, Thieves Torment, Chlorine are all ones that could be like really interesting if they let us remove the downside, or Emberwake as well without the downside.
Yeah,
Be really interesting.
some of them might be too crazy.
Um,
You're gonna
yeah,
wait it. You're gonna GG Mark's like, nah, they're gonna try to do this. So he's gonna deliberately say like, oh, the negative mod has like a fucking 1 in 100 chance. So then it's like 2 on the entire league. Or do you think it's just purely random?
could go either way for sure.
Mm,
Um, I mean, it's like hard coded, right? So like on some you won't even be able to remove the downside. Like I don't know
Hmm.
if they'll let us use 2 Thieves Torments.
Yeah, no,
that'd
that
be
would be.
sick.
Yeah. No,
I
it
was
would
under
be
the
really interesting.
impression it's like Ziz said, right, where Quorine specifically has this unique mod, and then that can be flipped into something else. It's not random.
No, it's random, as
Yeah.
in they've
It's what you
chosen
get.
certain things off of certain uniques that can be removed, and
Yeah,
to pick from those. I'm pretty sure. So it's not just like all of the uniques out there could potentially have their downside removed.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean Chrome's Heart could be really interesting. Obviously just 2 mods, so it's probably not gonna remove the life.
It could be energy shield. Who knows, right?
Plus 1000 energy shield.
Well, probably more, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, ES always gets more. Um yeah. What about you, Quinn? Anything out of the new stuff you're the most excited for? Surely
Oh yeah, paying
breeding.
attention. Yeah. So let me think here. The newest entities and shit look pretty fun. Although in saying that, for ethical melee builds, I only I did like the new breach guy, where you can like reduce damage taken and stuff like that. And then there's ones that over completely in PoE 1, right? Overwhelm lightning rares, and one that overwhelms coal rares. I mean, to be fair, I haven't actually deep dived super hard because I mean, fucking distracted a little bit with some other games. But yeah, I mean, I feel like the newest entities allow me to make new jug variations, that's fucking poggies, right? New jug variations, and then on top of that, the crafting mechanic of the new tree thing where you can. I'm hoping to just like kind of print out. I want a 6 link. Boom. I spec into 6 link chests. I go boom, boom, boom. It gives me a 6 link. I'm like, okay, I need a fucking weapon now. I spec into like 200 weapons. It starts spitting out weapons until I get something good. Then that's in the dream, right? The dream is that I get to make some weird off meta jug, tanky as fuck, doing great. Like I don't know, I'm like a lightning damage jug with like 5 hands, and I'm printing out like 1,000 DPS weapons and shit. And I'm on SSF, and that's like the dream. Now the reality is all the crafting complete dog shit. All the ascendancies maybe aren't even that good because I looked at a few. Again, I just kind of sped run through them. Some of them look really strong and really broken for like all the builds that I don't like. Yeah, like fucking poison, minion, all this other shit. And it's like I was just looking for some mean melee stuff, and I didn't really see it.
Yeah,
What's your guys take on this? Oh, I was gonna say, what's your take on the breach hands? So Steel Major saying like a more balanced merc. Do you know what I see? I see like D4 abilities, bro. They seem like it's like this one link ability you can't modify. It's just a thing that just kills some mobs, and it's probably not going to scale that well unless it kind of buffs your character or something. So
well,
it's
I
like
could
just
see it
like
being really useful for utility things. Like, for example, let's say that there are two breach hunts that do really well shocking, right? Then you can use lightning conduit with just one button, at least for mapping. Like, even if it just does like a 10 to 30% shock on stuff, you can run around right clicking. Or let's say that there's one that like leaves lingering blades, could be really good for like animate weapon, could be really good for blade blast. There's a lot of like useful combos like that, and I do think that we'll get at least something that could do either like just a breach hand like tier 6 mapper for essence farming, and maybe even like a breach hand tier 16 farmer. I don't know if he'll do tier 17s, but
I don't understand what you mean by it's like
Mm.
D4 though. Quinn?
Well, what I mean by that is the fact. Oh, it's just like it's not like some like giga customizable Ultra 5 head thing. It's like you just select the hand. It's got an ability. It does a thing. You've got a couple mods on there that you can maybe like reduce its cooldown, increase its duration, or increase its damage output by a small amount, right? But ultimately, it's just this pre-made hand that you
Right, so
just
it's
put
not
on, and it's just like,
customizable
oh,
like
let's
that,
make
but it
hands come
feels
down,
scale. Like
and
default
they
stuff still
slam
scales.
enemies. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. I don't know. I like this fun little bit. I was just kind of thinking like, man, this is such a D4 league, bro. Such a D4 league with these D4 abilities.
Yeah, it's the
D4
D4
hands on.
power stuff, right? Like the Vampiric League. I haven't even played the new ones, but
I
I
guess
get what you're saying about it.
maybe
Are
more
they gonna
like
do a
that, but
conduit
that shit
island?
scales too off of your shit. So it still doesn't make
Oh,
sense.
conduit island hand, bro. Imagine this, Mathel. Every 10 seconds, lightning conduits shoot out and zap enemies around you, bro. And then there's a whole meta on just your conduit pylon. It just arbitrarily does insane damage because it's percentage based, and just fucking you just run around, bzzz, kill for 10 seconds, and now you're AFK for 10 seconds. 10 seconds later, now the conduit pylons are going. Like this is what I'm talking about. Like because if they're and that's by design. If they're super strong and they do scale, well, they're broken. And if by design they don't scale, well, then they're kind of useless in the end game and it's completely cosmetic. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's classic D4 design.
I mean, I get what you're saying with that, sure, but I just don't see how it relates to the D4 things, except for maybe pylons. But even then, I think it's going to be just kind of a bit more static. Like they've chosen a certain power level for them, and they're more utility than anything, but potentially just strong during certain moments. Maybe the campaign, maybe certain mechanics, etc.
Mm. Also, D4 did the tree inside the tree before PoE. Just saying. Just putting that. I'm just adding the cherry on the top. They did the tree inside the tree. I got some get twisted. Okay.
yeah, I mean, in a way, so like we've had a lot of mechanics that are very like big power creep and very customizable, and I see that like this might not be as customizable. Um, but I think that can be a good thing. Like we've had, for example, like Frisia was very, very good for like the top 0.01%, especially any that had friends. Like like me, Steel, and Bank, and a few other people were like sharing sets, and that was kind of broken, right? So it created like more of a power divide. This probably like equalizes things, especially for people that don't have friends. Because it doesn't seem like something that you're gonna be like sharing or anything like that. So that's interesting. Um, I wanted to cover one thing about the league mechanic itself. What do you think the mysterious womb is? I think it is going to be either something similar to legendary potential in Last Epoch, or um, letting us upgrade boss uniques, because the Foulborn uniques doesn't do that, right? They've said that time and time again. You can't put boss uniques, or you can't get boss uniques from that, and it's random. Um, but yeah, what, Mathel, any thoughts on the mysterious womb?
I think I missed that. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
The
Steel?
little one at the bottom.
Yeah.
I had a more generalized version of yours. I wasn't thinking it was just going to be boss uniques. I thought it would be a way of inputting a unique to gamble, because you can get a
Mhm.
different mod, right? It's not just Quirain turns into area of effect, right? It's Quirain can turn that mod into multiple mods, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my theory is you put in our unique and you gamble on the Foulborn mod, like a Krangler, yeah, kind of like a Krangler.
Yeah. I could see that. That'd be interesting. Like could be so fun. Like I feel like and obviously the next topic is going to be new skills and supports. I feel like the league start meta, especially for hardcore, has been maybe a little bit stale lately. Like there's not like necessarily a ton of new league starters that are competing at like a level of Earthshatter. Obviously a bit different for softcore, but I think they've done so well on mid league builds. Like the amount of different things you can play at the end game. Obviously, Mathel does shit tons of new builds, everything. Yeah, Quinn, any thoughts on league starters and end game builds, like, and how you feel about the variety?
Well, I haven't read the patch notes yet. I'm like fucking just. I've just started the patch notes.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, I feel the combinatorics, right? Just from the new ascendancy points that you can attach to any ascendancy, truly insane, right? So
Blade Jug.
I mean, bleed jug, you know what I'm saying? But then imagine with some extra fist DR on that bitch, that could be fucking game changing. Or you add in some sort of like one of the other tendencies, which lets them do like fucking poisons or something, bro. Who knows? Who knows? There's a bunch of different combinations you could make. So we just have to see how impactful they are, right? If they really play out. Because again, I was a little bit emo about not seeing, because I really thought I was going to see something like the melee SNSC one, but didn't see it. Didn't really see it. I mean,
Yeah, they
there's
did
some
lots of
that do
minion
balance
stuff.
scale with.
Yeah.
Lots of
The
like
Spectre one
tons of
was,
minion stuff.
but the
Tons of
Spectre
minion
one
stuff.
does work for melee. Like it is like potentially a big boost to melee.
We talking about the global defenses
The
one, or
Feral one, the Furry Ascendancy.
the way you get like summon dogs and you get like attack speed or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I don't like the idea of. I thought about that, and then I'm thinking to myself, I don't like the idea of having a bunch of minions just around me, and then like the bosses attacking
Is
the
that like
minions, and then
a
it's just a bunch of
you'd
visual
be worried about
pollution
getting
go
distracted or something?
with all the dogs on the screen. Yeah, yeah. I mean, this. Let me tell you, bro. No, but no, like you know how it is, right? When you got like a bunch of minions on the
Get
screen,
excited
it's just
about
a bunch of
it.
clutter. Yeah, the dog tamerville, bro.
There's a bus full of kids hurling off a cliff.
Relax,
No, man.
relax.
The story at the end of the day was he didn't know about the kids. So the bus is irrelevant.
Don't know what you guys are talking about, to be honest.
Yeah, no, that was a slight inside joke amongst us three. Anyway, um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe melee's strong enough. Maybe that's all there is to it. It doesn't need extra ascendancy stuff. It's pretty good.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is, I'm just hoping there's more to the patch notes. I haven't got to it. I haven't scrolled down and been like,
Yeah.
oh shit. Because what I was hoping for was a huge buff to Vengeance. That's what I was hoping for. I haven't
You want one
controlled
spoiler?
if
You want one
Vengeance.
spoiler?
Yeah.
They buffed Bone Shadow. Log in, dude. Bone Shadow.
I saw that. I saw that. Yeah. That's the one
shit.
thing that people did link, and they are saying it's OP now. And I am looking at it. It does look quite potent, but I don't know what. I don't know about that.
Just a meta
It does look
bone
really good.
shadow
I made
stat.
like a Jug Bun Shatter Quinn build launch league starter.
I've just
Does
done
look
bunch
very
of it
good.
so many times. We'll have to see.
Is it?
And
Is it? And be honest, is it now that it is too powerful and it's just too unethical
Yeah.
now?
I don't like it when it's meta. I don't like when something's like other people are playing it. It pisses me off.
Yeah, when this
Like,
makes the
there's some
build
weird-
guide, the doc leaf, right?
Yeah, new ability.
The
Log out of
solution
that
is to
shit.
just try and make it as hipster as possible, like scale in ways that other people haven't scaled.
Well, that's what I did with like alternate quality dual strike or some shit, and with trauma support. I basically made bone shatter, but it was just hipster bone shatter. But yeah, hopefully trauma's buffed. At least if trauma's buffed, I could do any variation of bone shatter. Enjoying.
Yeah. Mathil, you do a shit ton of different builds. How do you feel about the league starter meta right now from like your point of view?
The league start meta.
Mhm.
I mean, it still feels pretty diverse, honestly. And like, yeah, of course, a lot of people are going to be hyping up certain things. And then everyone's pretty excited for wands. But like, if I asked my chat what they were going to league state, I'd probably get like 1,000 different answers because a lot of people are just in different parts of their journey, and they haven't touched this skill or they haven't league started this meta thing before. And it's pretty healthy. Like, it is overall pretty healthy of a meta for starting and stuff. I was going to say, yeah, with like, as you said, the mid end and the mid to high end, not the absolute highest end, is pretty diverse right now, especially with all the Trathas stuff. Like, I tried out maybe half the Trathas skills out there last league, and yeah, most of them have some level of viability, and that's just a whole bunch of extra skills out. Same with the new wanding skills and new bow skills that are coming. I think those are going to be fairly viable. Game's in a pretty good place for all that. As far as the Bloodline Ascendancies, though, yeah, there are some good ones there, and overall, I think it's not too bad. Um, yeah, not as bad as some people were saying when they first came out and stuff, right? But it is a shame that they're not just like universally good for everyone, you know? Like, the way it's implemented is there's 8 points, and then you can choose to spend 2 of those somewhere else or 4 of those somewhere else. So ascendancies that do typically already take their like full 8 because that shit's good, just see none of that stuff. So as I'm planning a few of my starters, I'm just like, yeah, look, there's no chance I'd want to spec one of those bloodlines on this. There's no chance I'd want to spec one of the bloodlines on this. So I'm like, should I choose an ascendancy that's typically only got 4 to 6 strong points so I can enable something else? It's just a bit, yeah, unfortunate that that's not more universally powerful, like giving us an extra couple of points to then spend, you know?
Yeah. No, I get that. I definitely do feel like some of them are almost balanced in a way that they're an extra thing. Um, but I definitely love the idea of them and hope they will add even more in the future. And even to these existing ones, right? They could add like 2 or 4 more nodes that could be more generic. I don't know if that's something we'll see mid-league or anything, but that could be very game-changing. Obviously, like things like Chieftain, Champion, and a few others are very, very easily replaceable nodes.
Mm.
Yeah. And I think probably the most interesting thing is that we're going to see a lot of new builds. I was looking at Unleash, for example. Like, I think that would be really cool. Wonder how it'll work with Blade Vortex. But I really wanted to do Unleash Archmage, and it almost looked a little too balanced for that. There wasn't like a really good reason to do it for Archmage in particularly, just because with the Unleash one, like I think the main issue is that you don't get enough seal frequency, and it is quite costly to invest into that with like jewels and stuff. Because in the trailer where they show the Unleash, it was 10%, but then it's already in the image down to 5, right? So it's like it might be a little bit like too tuned. But yeah, Steel, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I do like it, but I see what you guys are saying. It's very simply tuned around those empty ascendancies. Like Blade Bow, as Chad is saying. The new Hierophant Wonder doesn't have a Uber either. So the Archmage Wonder, because it doesn't really use totems and doesn't use spells. So it is tuned as an extra thing for those ascendancy builds that don't have a 4th or even a 2nd ascendancy, like at the end game. So for them, it is just power creep, and that's
Yeah,
good for them. I think that's its purpose.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I was curious, are any of you starting any of the new skills?
I still
Probably
don't know.
Methodist. 100%.
I still don't know.
He's got a new one. You've got to be. There's no shot. You're not.
I mean,
doing
I'm
it.
thinking about it, but everyone's like pretty much on that stuff. It sounds like a lot of people are going to do wands, and I don't know if I want to do the thing that everyone's doing. So maybe still
Kinda.
wander. Maybe I'll go down the alternate pipeline and do, bows and try out the bow stuff. Be the guy that tries the bow stuff. Otherwise, like I'm still kind of just leaning towards Energy Blade Inquisitor for some spells and stuff. So I don't know yet.
Yeah. Quinn, what
I mean,
about
if
you?
it
What are
was
you starting?
Well, all the new one skills are fucking lame because they're one skills. Um, so there you go. There's that.
That's how
So
that
I'm
works,
thinking.
yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't. We'll have to see. I'm thinking like. I mean, dude. I'm thinking. That's a melee skill. You know, a potent melee skill, maybe a slam. But then I was
maybe
also thinking.
bleed.
Maybe bleed. Maybe I was thinking maybe either ice or lightning though with that breach mod. Like depending how good those rings are. And then I was thinking, there's a little part of me that wants to do some sort of blade vortex with explosions, with the pops, just so
Like a
you get a
chieftain
mean
one?
mapper, like not for killing uber bosses or anything. Just start off with a super healthy mapper that just busts through maps real quick, like an
Yeah.
occultist with unleash.
Oh.
So I
Please,
mean,
please
non-zero
start
dark.
a Blade Vortex character as your first one. Blade Vortex, HC,
That'd be
SSF.
content. That'd be content.
Please. I
Dude, it's
want to see it.
OP. I've done it like 20 times. I've done
Yeah.
it so many times. It's
Yep.
bro, dude, with
Yep.
SNS gloves and an occultist, bro. You just
Can't
fucking
lose then.
you put that on.
Sounds like a surefire. Get in there, dude. First character,
Freaking 16.
Blade Vortex.
Oh my god.
I think it'll
It's
be
the
fun.
same
I
build.
want to watch
I've done
that.
that build 20 times. But it's good.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Yep.
I would love to see it. Steel, what about you? What are you starting?
So obviously, you got the boring slammer option that is super OP league starter, especially for hardcore, and it's super OP. And then you have the kind of slightly spicy but still super popular elementalist take, where you've got many different builds you can play on that archetype. It can work for wands, can work for ignite, cold dot. The fizz dot stuff that Rue and that are talking about. Ultimately, I just settled on slams. I'm gonna go bleed slams, but yeah, I mean, it's so
Oh,
good.
shit.
It's just so good. I can't. I
What
mean,
did they do to
it's-
Bleed Slams? Can you explain? What did they change anything that makes Bleed Slams really good? Or
I'm just gonna say I don't think they changed shit, but it's just so well optimized now. Like it's so well optimized that it's 11 out of 10. It's completely busted.
Daring,
yeah,
aren't we?
yeah, fuck.
um,
Ooh, okay.
I am
EQ.
actually going to be starting Spectres. Like,
Mm.
I think it's so exciting. Like, I would love to do Hydras now that you are not like financially destitute each time one dies. Like, you don't lose them. Um, so I'm hoping. I've heard. I've never actually tried them. I've heard they can be really squishy. But like, imagine like 10 or 12 Hydras for tier 16 mapping. That means just so fun.
Is Hydra like
I'm
the Guardian?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can get that as a ritual corpse.
Right. Is that
And
any
it gives you
good?
the
Because those abilities seem typically crap.
apparently it's really good for clear. It has like the
Hmm.
hail and like the split arrow thing. The main problem with them is apparently they have really low base HP. So it is something where you need like at least like 25, 26 level inspectors, and you're definitely gonna need like the Bitterbind point shield that gives you like 100% increased life. And you probably still have to kill. There also might be new specters. I don't know if we can like specter any of the new breach stuff. That could be a thing as well. And we have like what do they? I always forget the name. Like Frost Guard something. They're really good. They're like ice overlap.
Is part of
I
the
guess I can
idea.
kind of understand
Oh,
like playing a minion build because I like watching other people play the game too, like Quinn. So I understand like watching your minions play the game for you. I get it.
Well,
Yeah.
for
Well, do you
me,
not
I
think it's
like
like
I
totem?
also well, I really
Do
want to do a Bloodline Ascendancy, and you get the one for like going early energy shield, where it's like 10 or 12% global defense per specter. So I'm
hmm.
like, oh, that just sounds nice and comfy.
Well, the way I
But
see it is like you basically got totems, except they walk around, right? Which is
Yeah, I
that's the
love
dream,
totem
right?
builds.
That's what you. That's what you. Don't you want to make a legendary in the game, which makes your turns walk around? Isn't that like a thing you want?
I wanted to make something where you like put your totems on a rope, so there'd be sort of like a hybrid version between brands. So you're just like towing or put them in a wheelbarrow and like walk around with them, something like that. Um,
that'd be crazy, bro.
yeah, and like when I was trying to design it, they said that sounds like a really cool unique, but it doesn't make sense on the Elder. So they're like, can make it, but would rather not. So
Really? It has to make sense on
Mm.
certain thing.
yeah, for the boss
Nice.
uniques. Well, to be fair, they were very like strict
Couldn't you
on
like
what you were
tether
allowed to do.
tentacles to them or some shit? Elders, they
Yeah,
could force it, man. Come on.
it was hard to make a boss unique. Like most of my ideas got shut down. Like the obviously now, thankfully, Soul Ascension, the gloves I made, is very meta and used a lot. Um, after the buff, but like initially, I specifically wanted them to passively leech. I wanted to design them for a totem build, and they were like, "No, you need to hit." And I was like, "Come on, I want Soul Eater on the totem build." Raging.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually mad.
but yeah, actually, Sis is pissed. Um, let's see. Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to the new league. Let's see. We talked about bloodlines. Let's see. We have new Ubers coming. I guess I'm a little surprised there's no race for them, but I guess they're just too swamped. Obviously, they're very tight schedule now. You going for the new Ubers, Quinn?
Gonna vibe it out, bro. Gonna vibe it out. Because I did the new bosses, I just wasn't very impressed. They just felt like PoE2 mobs that reskinned and kind of
They
scuffed.
reworked them though. They rebalanced them.
So I'm hoping that So that's what I'm praying. Like from the footage, it looked alright, but I just hope it. I hope they don't feel like ass. I'm hoping they feel like actual PoE1 bosses. Like because let's not get it twisted. PoE1 bosses are some of the best bosses ever made in ARPGs. All right, especially isometric genre. Straight up. So those ones didn't meet this stand. Like, would you compare those new bosses they added in, like the previous version, right, from the last league, to like just fucking a boss they added in 10 years ago, or whatever, like Shaper or
They were
Elden?
too slow is the problem, right? They were very like, and it just doesn't fit in PoE1 really.
Well,
I
the
don't understand. I
damage
don't know.
wasn't high
It just
enough
felt
either.
stupid.
Yeah,
There was
but
all this weird shit on the screen, like this big ass orb things. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Then it
I,
just died, and I don't know what the fuck was. It wasn't like, oh shit, he's doing a slam, run. It was like, what's going on?
it's funny too. The bosses do have a lot of slams. They just like Mathil said, they just don't do slam damage. So it's very odd, right? Like the cold guy Neglect, he has that big cold slam that tickles. And Dread as well has that big like what does he do? He
The
jumps up
Arbiter
and
one?
down. Yeah. And it also does no damage. So it's just I'm expecting
To be
those to one
fair,
shot now. Maybe.
yeah, it probably will. But they also said they reduce the damage. I think the normal versions, like the equivalent of normal eater or normal X-Star, I think they'll be very squishy now. I thought they were very squishy before.
They said they increased their damage and they reduced their health, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They're more glass cannon now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm surprised. I'm surprised they reduced the health. I don't know. I really liked the one with the Arbiter move. Which one's that called?
Dread? Is that the one you're talking
Yeah, I
about?
think so. The only one
Yeah.
I didn't like out of the current ones, which I do think will be a really potent Uber, was the fire one. I thought the fire one was an incredibly boring fight and didn't really fit in PoE. But I think the extra stuff they're going to be adding for the Uber will probably maybe make it the most interesting one or hardest one.
Wait, do we have to do all that like pedal bullshit still? Is that all?
Yep.
Is that done?
Yeah,
Oh
that
no!
is still in the
Oh no!
pedals. And I was surprised that they didn't change that. I don't know if that was just like a hardcore thing, but like the pedals were just like incredibly resident sleeper to
Well,
me. I don't know if you guys used
Yeah,
it.
I don't like it.
apparently, I don't know where this was said. I don't know if it was a Discord message or something, Zaki, but they were supposed to buff them like a million years ago, and they never did. In fact, that last patch note they did for pedals was a nerf. They nerfed to like same type pedal. So I don't know
Right.
what the hell. I don't know what's going on with the pedals, but GGG.
Lucky!
Hey, Zaki,
Maybe they're just changing without a patch note or something. I don't know.
maybe.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean,
They just,
yeah, they
they
are
just felt
gonna.
flaccid to me. Yeah, I get people doing some OP stuff with them, but they just felt like some flaccid ass items dropping. It's got, but I didn't even. I gave up. I didn't even care about the pedals on the gear anymore. Like I was thinking, like, oh shit, I'm gonna get like hella T1 stuff out the wazoo, but it just doesn't seem to be the case at all. And then I just
Oh,
randomly, I forget forgetting to press my pedal button in the map. Like I would never remember to press the. You gotta remember, I didn't like Sentinel leaks, so you know we didn't press too many buttons. Nah,
apparently
I'm a
they
rep
have been
main.
looked at. They just decided not to buff them.
Oh,
There's
wow.
no way. There's no way that's actually had a pass. And they're just like, oh yeah, no, that's good. Fucking
Isn't
keep
that
it going.
actually GGG staff in chat though? I'm pretty sure that is. Jesus, I recognize that name.
Who,
know.
Blakey?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. There you go. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Hey, it is what it is.
he is staff.
It's not like 16.5s were bad, so I mean, I get it, but
Yeah, I mean they're better than 17s at least. I still like don't love all the new like I don't yeah. So we looked, but they need like a bigger thing than changing numbers, so it's not in scope for a bit. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. That makes sense. So hopefully we'll see some love for them eventually. I think a lot of things in PoE right now are in that state, right? Where they just have to figure out what to prioritize, right? Like they're very short on time now between PoE 1 and PoE 2. So
which to be clear, good thing. I like the 2-month league schedule where we go PW1, PW2, PW1, PW2. I like it, so I'll take it. But you know, hey,
yeah, I did not love 11 months of Settlers. I'm very excited to be back in this schedule. It's very nice.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah. So is this the first PoE League we've ever had drop on Halloween?
I think so.
Don't they intentionally avoid it, like these, you know, holiday drops, right? It's just
Yeah, usually.
they needed an extra week, right?
Yeah. You got a cosplay plan, Methel?
I've got a concept of a plan. Like it's I don't know, looking dubious. Like I'll give something a shot, like try and make some shit. If I'm not feeling like there's a future there, we could be looking at a solid nothing.
That's fair.
We're getting to the bottom of the barrel over here, you know, like 40 leagues in, and I'm always till the last minute going, God, what do I do? And then maybe I can do that. And then a lot of the time I kind of force something and something happens. Yeah, it's just starting to look pretty bad these days. So I'll give something a
You
shot,
just like
maybe.
Dress up as Harry Potter, you know, like a wonder, you know. There you go.
So I
that'd
just
be
put some
great.
glasses on and do a little thing, and then I'm done.
Yeah,
And then just have a
yeah.
wand.
There you go.
Too easy.
Easy,
That's
easy.
nice.
It's possibly too easy.
Do you
And
know,
then I'd have to wand.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I was inspired by Methel for a league start once, and I actually did like full on cosplay with like the I had like my wife do the zombie makeup with the actual what do you call the stuff that like you attach on top of your face?
What
It's not
stuff?
plastic, it's like um I don't know, to like make wounds and stuff on your face.
Oh.
Cum? No, not cum. Latex? Yeah, maybe it's latex.
Ew.
But I had like wounds on my face and stuff. The thing is, that was fine for like the first like 10, 12 hours, but my room
12.
gets really warm. So it started melting. So it was like 16 hours in, it was just like going into my mouth. And I was like, oh, this is super fucking not nice. And
Mm.
I didn't want to like I was racing, so I didn't want to make like take time to take it off. So it was just like melting down my face. And it was awful. So now I just have like this like hoodie skeleton thing, because then I can just take it off when it gets warm and I'm like sorted.
Yeah, no, same. Like, I hate having to do anything to do with the paints and stuff. Like, I guess some people sometimes call me out. They're like, "Oh, any excuse to like take your shirt off or some shit." And every single time, I'm like, I'm despising when I finally choose something that I have to just sit there and paint my entire corpse over, because it fucking sucks, and then it sucks to actually sit there for all those hours as well. It's just an awful experience all around. I wish it was more just, you know, almost every character I look at is some shit that's not doable that you have to paint. And yeah, like I know you've experienced it and it sucks. And recently, I think it was Dat Mods I saw. I think it was last Epoch. He like was full fucking dinosaur and just like full green. And I'm just like, oh man, that'd be awful. Let's see how long he lasts. He sat there for like 20 hours, and I'm like, holy fuck, this guy's a beast. Just
Fucking
because
hell.
it was awful, like seeing that, knowing how bad it is to sit there with all that, and he just sits there nonstop playing.
Yeah, that's nuts. Quinn, you doing any cosplay?
I think we should all agree. Let's just no one does any cosplays. We'll just skip the cosplays. Okay, guys. All right. If we all like, you know what I'm saying?
Some
Skipping
dying-
cosplay
Listen,
on
man, some
Halloween.
dying Twitch channels need this shit. All right, so it is what it is. Someone has to click my stream for some reason. I'm not gonna be spurging out and doing some random shit. So I need it, dude.
I had an
So-
idea actually for your cosplay. What's that meme? It's not Sigma. It's like a super aesthetic, and they play like the music.
Super aesthetic.
Not
but-
Ligma. No. It's like some fashion brand, and they do like a reskin of everything, but it's just like black and white, and they play some music, and it's fuck. Balenciaga. So Balenciaga Harry Potter, bro. So basically you're nude except with a scar. You got the scar, okay, and then you just kind of lubed up with oil. All right, and you just jacked. Like make sure you get a good pump on before you start the stream up.
I'm not sure. I mean,
Just-
obviously, I don't know the reference, I suppose, but you want even less clothes and less paint and everything, and it's just not.
You just want sexy Harry Potter, Methel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like a Giga Chat Harry Potter. Yeah, it's good. Some good shit. Super
Alright.
aesthetic, bro.
Shit, dude. Maybe you can.
Neil, what
like,
about you? Any cosplay?
I guess I'm dressing up as Harry Potter, apparently.
Yeah,
How about opposite of what Quinn said? We all dress up as Harry Potter.
with clothes.
You know,
Oh,
I have a one right here.
What? Whoa, what do you mean? What do you mean? Chet doesn't want to see me naked?
They want to see your
What?
preggers, man.
Still
Shit.
pregnant. Still breeding. Loads of emotes to be had.
What the heck?
Good times.
But no, I don't do
Um,
cosplay though. I'm too lazy.
Ever? That's fair.
I don't know one time ever, and it's like Methel said, it wasn't even like paint, but it still sucks. It was a wig. It still sucks though.
Now wigs can be pretty shit
Just
too.
wearing like wig and beard. It was too potent, too sweaty.
Yeah, I
Mm.
feel that. There's a few other like miscellaneous changes we can talk about for the upcoming league. Heist. I am very happy that they've just fuck it. They're all max level now. We don't have to re-level them every time. And like, yeah, still any special thoughts on that? Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I never really minded it at first doing the heist stuff, but at some point, I don't know when, I just never interacted with the heist ever again, unless I absolutely had to. So yeah, obviously this is great. I'll go back and start doing heist again. Good job.
have you done the new heist? It feels kind of flaccid. They've lost that like the target farming of like, oh, I want to get alt qual gems or whatever. Or I want to get the fucking thing. It's not there anymore. You just kind of go in and it's just like
Well,
gives you random loot.
But it gives you random currency. Like it gives you exalts and divines and shit now. Like pretty
Yeah, well, I
It's
don't
a
know.
bit like
I just-
Victim.
the vibe for me was
Yeah.
off whenever I realized I couldn't farm out. Like whenever they did the change that made it so you can't farm like whenever they deleted the alt quality support gems and stuff, where I get like alt qual shockwave and stuff like that, and alt qual the one that slows down your attack, but all that shit that was super OP if you got those gems, I've stopped doing it as an SSF gamer.
Well, I
I don't
mean
know.
that's
Yeah,
back,
well,
right?
Troth
Because
and gems.
Troth and gems are there now.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
there
I
you go.
doubt you care about.
Well, I
it
just love
next
min
time.
maxing. Well, yeah, well, I just remember like that it was fun getting those like small guaranteed upgrades over time. Like the difference between having your build versus having your build with all the alternate quality versions of the gems, and then it'd be like some of the builds, it'd be like 50-60% more damage or some shit if you got all the right gems.
Mm.
And that was
Do you
just, I
know,
don't know, I just enjoyed fishing that.
I really agree. I actually like really miss those. Like getting all like especially so many of the supports like alt qual inspiration, alt qual reduced mana, like all of those were like so nice. I really enjoyed min-maxing that thing. Like, yeah, I
The little
actually do
tweaks,
miss them.
it's the tweaks, right? Where you get your character and you just start tweaking it. Because you're like, my character's kind of like, it's almost done, but it just
Yeah,
feels like not that
honestly,
good. Start
now that you
tweaking,
mention it,
tweaking.
that is when I stopped doing heist, when they changed that, yeah.
There it
Yeah.
is. Is what it is.
Well, it became less mandatory.
Yeah.
But also, it's always just felt kind of bad. having to diverge from the main goal of like the
Mhm.
Atlas and then whatever's incorporated with that, whatever league mechanics and stuff. So like whenever you do start doing your checklist at the start of a league, like doing heist, something like that is just so just not in tune with everything else. It's just to completely stop on everything else and go do that. And it just feels bad. Whereas now, at least, you just pick up a blueprint like a Grand Heist and you'd be like, hey, I can just run that real quick. Boom, Grand Heist to see if you get anything. So that's a good change. I like it.
Yeah. I like it a lot too, and I think it was kind of needed a little bit because of like Settlers. I feel like Settlers is a very overwhelming presence in the game right now, where it is such an insane gold sink, and it feels a little bit mandatory right now. Like I don't know if everyone feels like this, but I feel stupid as fuck if I don't do Settlers. Um, and it's maybe a bit too much that you can do boats and mappers. Maybe you should have to pick one. I don't know. Like, do you feel like that, Muscle? Like, I feel dumb when I don't do it.
I've mostly come to terms with the fact that like the mapping portion of it is just a bit too much. Like if for me to not want to do, because like let's say you just do the boats and just do normal settlers and upgrade everything. You're playing the game kind of normally and sending out some boats occasionally. If you all of a sudden have to incorporate the mapping as well, you're probably like trying to get gold twice as hard compared to before, and I just don't think it pays off twice as hard. So then, like for me, I've just gone, no, I basically don't do the mapping portion, and I don't feel bad about losing it because like it's kind of a high roll system anyway. Sometimes you get something really good, and a lot
Mhm.
of the times it's pretty much nothing. So like the reward to effort ratio for that one just went a bit too in the tedium direction that I went, I'll just do the boats and I'm happy with that.
Okay. Quinn, what
For
about
me,
you?
it's a crazy take. Maybe a crazy take, but I think this shit should be disabled unless you're speaking to it on the Atlas. Just like about like the majority of mechanics. It should be the baseline core, whatever the fuck they are, like the master mission shit. Otherwise, everything else is disabled unless you're speaking to it.
How does that work with the three different Atlas things, though?
How do you mean? Oh, you mean
Well,
like where you
you have
switch
three
between the
different
trees?
trees.
Yeah, well, they just figured it out. I'm not the game designer, bro. They just fixed that. Boom.
Just code
You
It's
it.
not
you
that
are a
hard.
game designer.
Yeah. True.
Give
It's
it,
kind of
give us
true.
the take. Give us this
Just
fix.
fix it. Just fix it. No mistakes. Oop.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do feel it's a bit overwhelming right now. Steel thoughts?
Is it- I think the mapping maybe could be more optional. I don't know. Again, code it, just code it, bro. But yeah, because the mapping is probably the one that creates a lot of the pressure. I think recombinating is just such a big part of the game that unless you want to straight up remove it, and it's just if they're gonna keep recombinating in the game, it's good that they have the disenchanter and the hideout now. I think that's actually a really big quality of life change that does make settlers a bit better.
Hmm.
But yeah, maybe just make mapping more optional somehow. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they kept mappers, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I didn't
same.
think they would.
Very surprised. It's very tricky on hardcore to get enough gold as well. Like I feel so far behind because like it is a lot harder for us to like chain tier 17s, which is obviously where you get a shit ton of gold. Um, so I'm very jealous for like whenever you get to the
And
point of like running
I,
tier 17 easily.
I had a really interesting experiences because obviously my partner, she plays PoE, and the best thing for her to do for her time is to have those mappers running and do a gold rotor using TFT, believe it or not, because it's
Jesus.
really efficient currency to do that. It's really efficient. So, because it is right. You get like a couple divine. You get a lot of currency for doing nothing basically, as long as you have the gold and a gold rotor. Because gold rotors were really fucking OP last week because of the all flames and stuff.
Oh yeah,
So yeah, like how much?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like a million
That is
gold
a
a map.
very interesting thing. What do you think the prices of all flames are going to be now that Gravicious has been nerfed? Like, I think that is going to like remove a lot of the betrayal farming. I think but the all flames are still super strong, right?
Yeah, yeah, they are.
I didn't really fuck
Like
with
All
all
flame
flames
that's
is
too much. I just usually sold them if I
me.
had them because they were like worth a good chunk, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get max value out of this thing. So, um, The
Yeah.
Provicious thing being removed, I don't know. Do you think that's enough to just like kill betrayal farms? Because there's still going to be the Veil X. There's still, some high rolls here or there.
Yeah, so I will be rushing Betrayal myself, but not for core issues. I'll be doing Burichi for the currency thing. And then I'll be doing Janus for the gold. Because like it's so nice to like kickstart my early gold economy, both for like gambling, it's good for getting like the mappers up or the boats. But yeah, it's hey Annie. That's funny. Oh. I don't know if Quinn saw it, but that was good.
Yeah,
Michael
Yeah,
Munstick, bro.
I think he's aware of the toxicity of his own chat. So, that's
that's not
all right.
my chat. That's fucking. It's easy ranch better, bro. She's fucking toxic, bro. On God.
Jesus.
Oh, that's fun. What else is coming? The Atlas tree is refundable with gold now. Do we still have Orb of Unmaking, or is it just gold
I
now?
think they still exist.
Okay.
Because yeah, I thought
Yeah.
they were like going to
I
be
hope.
taken out, and it was just gold. And I'm thinking, yeah, that just puts more strain on gold. Like, yeah, it's good, but then it strains gold. But I think apparently they're still there. If they're still there and the option's there, then yeah, just net positive.
Yeah. Hope so. Another change, I don't know if this impacts your start and what like stuff you're picking on the Atlas early, but Bestiary doesn't need orbs anymore. So gonna be super easy to sell that and just even nicer to sell now, right? With the async trade. You
Oh,
just list like 50
I'm
beasts.
so looking forward to just like absorbing beast farmers, little crafting beasts whenever I need them. Like it's such a tedious little point where
Yeah.
it's so worth doing one of these beast crafts with a certain item a lot of the time, and then you're just like, oh, I've got to do it. Got to go buy it for 5C, interact with Beast Crafter. He goes, how many do you want? You're like, three. He's like, fuck off. And then you go, oh, okay, fine. I'll just fucking go to the next guy. And then you finally find it, you buy them. And, but it's so worth doing. Now there's beast crafting so much better and async trade. We're just gonna walk in and fucking beast it up. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
You're gonna
No,
be playing an automated league. For real, on God.
How
huh?
old are you, Quinn?
Like that, the trade league. What I'm saying is, I'm sorry, I'm just quoting the guy what you said before.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna be yeah, like with all the instant trading and all the instant beasting, like the pool of resources, it's gonna be so accessible and so liquid. I mean, bro, you are gonna be playing on true admin mode, bro. Just edit
Yeah.
T1 mods, edit perfect gear. Dude, your floor for gear now with async trade is like you're at 80% perfection with like 2 exalts worth of gear. That's how
Yeah.
OP it is now.
It
It's
has
just cool.
been very noticeable, even on hardcore, just the insane increase in people participating in the economy, right? Like, I think so many people are so fucked off with trade, especially on softcore, that they're just so done with it that they barely participate, both for selling and buying. But now it's so streamlined, so easy. Like, it was just such a crazy difference, at least on hardcore, and I'm assuming it's the same on softcore.
Yeah. But I mean, it's still up to you how much you want to engage with that. Like, do you want to like print out as much of an item as you want, or do you still want to kind of keep it measured and balanced? And it'll be up to the individual. But yeah, I think the overall like your floor in your item is definitely up a bit, and I don't know, it'll still be fun. I think just depends on what you're playing and how easy you want to make it on yourself. I think.
Yeah. It sounds like Steel and Quinn are both going SSF, so I'm gonna be enjoying medium core. Um, we're
I
getting
might join
mass
you.
identify. Huh?
Yeah, I might. I said I might join you if they balance the like Crucible League. I'll be joining you if it's easier, man. We'll be on the. Well, I'm not gonna do that softcore shit, but I'll be doing the hardcore. Whatever you want to call that. Like it's a pseudo private league, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You
I mean,
won't
it's
know
super
till
fun. Like we
later,
have like
right?
a
What's that?
yeah,
Well, we have to wait. We'll just wait it out.
yeah. There's like a hardcore trading Discord too. Like we have like it's a pretty decent community. That's my favorite thing about playing hardcore trade. And like trade chat is basically like a chat, which is nice.
I still remember when you got scams is on stream, and the guy you were like, "Fuck this guy, get him," and he gave the currency back or gave the item back or whatever, right? It was a
Do you
long
mean when
time
I was
ago.
buying a mirror?
I can't remember what it was. But I
So
just remember
okay,
you got.
is it? Do you mean like all the way back in like 2017, 2018?
No, it wasn't that long ago, but it would have been 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah. But the point is, I just remember in hardcore trade, it's such a small community, and everybody knows exists, right? That you made the scammer give the item back. I've never heard of that before.
That's some streamer
The scammer
privilege type
giving it
shit
back.
right there. I don't know.
Easy
I don't
rank
know if I'm on board
GG.
with that. You should have just got fucked over. That's
Yeah.
law
Yes,
of the
this is
wild,
do you
man.
know who I am? Well, it's a common because the thing is, if you get scammed in softcore trade, who fucking cares? There's like 10 trillion people, right? It is what it is. Even if you're a streamer, you're fucked, right? But in hardcore trade, it's like 20 people. So this is like not 18 other people. Get this one guy. Fucking give the item back.
But I mean, like, okay, to be fair, I don't think you're expecting the item back, right? But you obviously, with
No.
that small economy, you should be blacklisting people, right? That's a
Yeah,
very
we
natural
can
thing to do when there's so few
we
people.
can we can basically we can be like fuck you, and it actually matters because hardcore trade is such a small community.
Yeah,
Basically, people are on good behavior in hardcore usually, for the
yeah,
most part.
but not anymore. Not with instant trading.
Yeah, I was gonna
No,
say the
yeah.
community might not be that small
Oh
anymore,
shit.
and
How do you get
Shit.
scammed?
controllable.
But if you get scammed at instant training, isn't that your own fault?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh no, you can
Oh
definitely
no, no.
scam with instant
No,
trading very
beast.
easily.
So Mathel's gonna go to some bloke's hideout and he's gonna buy
Yep.
10 beasts, right? And he's gonna go click, 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 and they're all gonna be like, fucking
Onesie,
50 C,
onesie.
50, 50, 50 C, 50 divine, and then he's gonna be like, "Where's my divines? Where's my divines? Where did they go?"
skill issue though. Skill issue if you did that though, straight up.
A little
But
bit.
I've seen it happen to streamers in PoE 2. It's gonna happen to streamers in PoE 1. I guarantee
Yeah.
Easy,
it.
bro.
It's the same
Bro,
as
it's
any
gonna
other
happen.
scam that's ever happened in all these games. It just teaches you to be more careful. Like it just teaches you to, you rarely ever get scammed
Yeah.
twice, right? Like by the same thing.
Yeah. Enlighten 3,
I
Enlighten 4.
remember it. I got scammed when I was like 10 years old in RuneScape, and I cried. Never again.
Yeah.
I got an idea.
Aware.
By the way, dude,
Uh-huh.
there's an easy anti-scam quality of life feature they can add in. So you could just put like a pop-up threshold for when you're buying over a certain amount of currency item. So then you just have to say yes. You just type in all capitals yes. Whenever you're buying something over, like you just set your own limit. Like if it's like 20 divines, you got to type yes all caps. So you can never get giga fucked. You know what I'm saying? Just saying.
No, honestly, that is a good idea.
Easy anti-scam tech.
I guess.
Yeah. I do think it warrants you on the currency auction now, so this ratio is fucked. But yeah, they should have something like that on. Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. As a developer,
Speaking as a dev,
that was really good. I remember I made like a anti-scam video, like PSA, like these are the common scams. I remember the top comment was like, "This is such a good instructional video. I made so much money with these tips," and I was like,
Pretty much.
yeah.
Like
Jesus.
you're not really supposed to talk
It's a
about
good money making
scams.
strategy. It's a good money maker, dude.
Yeah.
Holy.
We're getting mass identify, which is nice, but in my opinion, the single best feature that we are getting is holding alt while using alterations, and it uses the augmentation. I am so excited for that feature. Like that is so nice.
That's good.
Like that alone could have been all we got this league, and I probably would have been happy.
I would need more than the ability to augment.
That's a huge lie.
easier.
Yeah.
It's a lie, but I am very excited about it.
Guys, we can augment easier. Holy fuck, the game is fixed.
Yeah, think
Oh
think
my
of the
god.
think of the announcement
love
video
it.
he could have made off that.
And Zicky D's got a 2-hour Q&A like, so, augments.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but
Okay,
it's good. It's a good change. Like I personally did a lot of augmenting in the past, and I still don't know if I like the way it's implemented. But I mean, yeah, it's something, and maybe it'll start to feel good after a bit of practice. Because yeah, like doing jewels and fractured items and stuff, it's so tedious.
Giga spicy take. Maybe this is just for alts as well, but torchlight auto crafting, but just for alts. Do you think that's like never ever ever like? You think that's a bad idea or?
We're
People
never
exi-
getting
that
that.
exists. Wait, that exists already. So this fucking tech, by
Eh?
the way. So you know you're talking about torchlight auto crafting.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like that, but so one of my subscribers sent me a video of him doing it, and it was like a real simple AHK, and all it does is like control C's the item, and then it will disable your left click. So you just spam clicks, and it will stop the second it hits the mod that you want. So he just spams, and that's how they make so much money. They craft flasks
That
with the
is
stupid auto
sussy.
hotkey macro, and they can just instantly get the best mods. So you just whitelist the ones you want, and it will just stop on that, and then you alt it, and then I mean it's don't get me wrong.
Okay,
Because
So
you can do that so easily in the game with a real basic AHK, they should have a feature like that in the game because cunts can do it, and they are doing it, and they are. That's why Trade League's bricked, and they've got all the really insane T1 mods.
yeah, so it
So
doesn't
Okay, I'm not-
they
exist.
should have a
Someone's
fucking
made
can
it
I get a
exist,
link of
basically.
this just to verify that it works and exists? I'm not going to use
For a
it.
friend. For a friend.
No, just for.
It's a real thing. It's that they have it on scroll wheel and shit as well. It's like this complete ass.
Shit.
That sounds bannable.
It does sound
They don't.
bannable.
They've never banned. They've banned for it.
Well,
It's been
never
in, this
banned
is-
for like
this has
fucking
been for
RMT and
ye-
PoE
for
too, so I'm not
years.
surprised. No, they're a bit lax on banning people. They need to like shoot some more fucking cheaters. To be honest, take them out.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. And
Anyway.
then the last feature I have on the list that we're getting is the stacked deck change. That would be really nice. Like they're a bit of a pain to open. Like some people use controller to open them. I usually just put them all the way left in the inventory and go like left, swoop, swoop, swoop. So much nicer now. Stacked decks.
Yep. But it may
Yeah,
raise the cost of them because people are going to be wanting to open them if it's much easier to gamble them, which means do you want to open them or do you want to sell them? It's going to make more of a tempting choice at this point, because at the moment I think most of the time I still just open them even if it's a bit of a pain in the ass. But if it's like 10C per or some shit, you're just like, wow, fuck this. I think it's a good change by all means.
yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
they should be like soulbound or something.
Oh,
Just
soulbound.
play,
Bro,
play SSF.
relax.
Everything's
Mm.
sold
Do
out.
D3. Log
Play
in.
SSF.
I was gonna say all these changes, every single change, even alteration change. All it does is it just makes it slightly easier to craft certain things, and then the price just changes a little bit. And the only reason these changes really matter is if you're just playing basically solo. Because otherwise
Yeah.
the economy just offsets whenever you add in some insane QOL. I mean, you just look at the market, right? It's why all the items get better and cheaper.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
For sure. For sure. Is there any other topics we haven't covered or anything you guys want to talk about?
I mean, if you really want, we could look at the gem stuff, but I suppose we could do that in our own streams.
Yeah, it's a better individual
my wife
thing.
can only, I'm on a timer here, boys. So my
Yeah.
wife.
No,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
alright. I
We'll
was
do
thinking
that.
of
We'll
wrapping
do
up
that.
now anyway.
We could read the patch notes together because someone here hasn't read them.
Mm.
No, we're
No,
good.
I'm good, bro.
Shit.
But yeah, thanks all for joining me for another stalling. I love doing these, so it's fun. And Mathel obviously super passionate, messages me before every
Love
league.
them.
He's like, Ziz, can we do another stalling? Like I just so yeah, that was fun.
Can't get
Let's
enough.
let's do some shout outs. Mathel, where can people find more of you? And you're also gonna be uploading this podcast, so
Probably. I think it's been pretty above board, right? We did all right. Just a bit of breeding
yeah,
action
it's
here or
just
there.
like he's a bit risky.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm curious to see what would happen, basically.
Well, it's cunt. It's cunt. That's what. So basically, cunt is on the same level as the N word for YouTube.
Just keep saying it.
monetization.
What word was that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Cunt. So
Yeah.
you need to. It treats it as the same. It's literally a higher degree than the F slur. Like I could be saying F slur right now, and it would be less detrimental to your YouTube video. So you could do is edit out all the C words, and you're good.
Just edit, just go
Just edit
straight to
those
the
out.
end of the VOD and edit out the last minute or some shit of a certain
Yeah.
streamer
I think there's
talking.
been a few of them, but yeah.
No, I'm
That's
still
the
curious.
word. That's what that's the Asmongold's editor told me anyway. He's getting me deep dived. He's like, yeah, C slurs just like an N-word slur. Hard R. Is what it is.
Still don't believe that.
I'm
though,
so
but
happy I stopped uploading these. Sorry, Mathel, where can people find more of your stream?
yeah, Maple1 on Twitch, and that's pretty much it, I guess. Same time, same place. Usually on around this time, so
Yep.
we'll be on during
YouTube's
tomorrow.
getting blacklisted now, right?
Yeah, my YouTube doesn't fucking matter, man. Yeah, like it's for the very passionate few that want to see like I don't know some game I'm playing or some build I did, which
What if
is
like
very few.
a long time ago you did like one video with Quinn like 3 years ago when D2 resurrected, and that's why the YouTube's not popping off anymore, like as much as you would like it to be.
I don't
You
remember
did
if I ever
one
actually
D2
uploaded that. Have I had any Quin 69
Just-
infestations on my channel that ruined it?
just imagine.
It's possible.
Shit.
Oh.
It's possible, but no, it's all good.
Yeah.
I think it'll be right, man. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. All right, Quinn. What about you?
You can find me in the gym, bro. Okay, getting fucking pump on, boy.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll see you at Wanganui Gym then. Next time I want to watch some stream or some shit. I don't know.
My bad.
You
my
can
bad.
find him
Yeah,
at like Burger Boy. You know?
yeah.
What was
No,
that?
it's fuel, bro. Okay.
Burger Fuel. You can find him at the Burger
That's-
Fuel.
And I mean, like
Log
on a
in.
first name basis there, bro. Straight up.
Shit.
That's it.
Okay. Excellent. Steal.
You can find me chained in Ziz's basement. Never mind, I escaped. Holy shit.
Escape. Moving
Damn.
away.
Living
Yeah,
his
I mean,
own life
Twitch
now.
TV's too much. Pog. Yeah, Poggers.
Still growing up, having a kid. They grow up so fast. I'm Zizarin on everything, and yeah, we'll see you soon. We'll all be streaming tomorrow, and there's Twitch drops, so we're all excited about that.
Woo, free money.
And yeah, it's very nice.
We got the two gifted something, or what's
Yes,
happening
sir,
there, boys?
it's a portal.
No, that one only works
Oh,
on my
dude!
channel.
Wait, are you
The best
joking? Are you
portal
serious?
ever. Oh my god, guys, the
Oh,
portal.
bro!
Yo,
There's-
the portal.
There's even
Let's
like a
fucking go.
stat track thing for
PV1
free just
is
by
the-
watching.
That thing's
It's the
crazy.
best
Yeah.
game ever made.
They're doing such
Yeah.
a like easy moment to shit on D4 right now. They do such a better job of drops than like D4 does. It fucking
Bro.
depresses me, the D4 drops, when I'm like over there, you know, because sometimes I want to try it out, try the season. And then I can't even be fucked putting drops in the title or anything because their drops are just like, oh, here's a staff that looks like a piece of wood on one class. And then you get that for watching for a week. Like, come on, D4. Give me some fucking viewers. Anyway,
The
yeah,
class
these are good in
specific
PoE.
MTX is rough. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
Yep.
it's rough.
When are you two getting tattoos for subs? It's just me and Quinn that did it.
Oh, yeah. Where's your
Where's
tattoo
your
again?
Wait,
Back?
let's see it. Let's see this shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Is
that
that-
is Giga
okay,
Chad.
oh,
that
bro,
is Giga
relax.
Chad.
Like,
That's
the
like
way
an
this looks
actual
cool, though,
tattoo,
bro.
dude. Yeah, what?
Wait, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
That's
is
not for
that,
subs.
bro?
You
That
just
actually looks
that's,
decent.
that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, wait, my one looks like a penis, bro. Look at it.
Fucking Quinn's head is so fucking shit.
Do you go to the gym in a singlet ever and just like rep that, or
I flexed it a few
Fucking
times. People are like,
hell.
what is that, bro? Like,
What the fuck?
it's a
Anyway.
frog in a tuxedo, dude. Trust me.
yeah? Trust me.
Trust me, bro.
You need a reference picture and then like squint a bit, and then yeah, that'll. Anyway, I don't think my chat has brain damaged me enough just yet to do that. Soon, maybe, like, you know, and give it another few years and
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Awesome.
I mean, I got the baby coming, right? So maybe I'll sell myself. I don't know.
Yeah,
Could happen.
Ooh. Do
Do
it.
it.
We'll do anything for money, guys. Log in. Holy shit.
yeah.
anything
Alright.
for
Gate
money. Kermit Gate,
Kermit
baby.
Gabe, guys.
That's
Get
still
the Kermit
let me tell
Gabe
you,
tattoo, you'll hit 40k easy.
And what platform can we find that one on,
Steelmage.
Steelmage? Please give link.
Not Twitch TV. Not Twitch TV, guys.
A 24-hour ban,
you
dude. It's
will
all good.
need a cuck shed, Steel Mage. You will need a cuck shed 2.0 soon. Okay, trust me, bro. If you're depending on the size of your house and where the baby's located, all right, you are gonna need a cuck shed 2.0 ASAP. All right, so you get that fucking gaping tattoo.
Do
On
you have an
lock.
architect I can like, talk to?
I can hook you up. I got some deets. All right, bro. I'll hook you up.
Okay.
If ever you feel like you've got too much money, Steelmage, Quin69 can step in and give you some advice.
Yeah, the architect guys.
All right, we'll end it there. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you all tomorrow for launch, and good luck. Bye. All right. Bye.
Damn, wasted no time. All right, cheers.
Bye bye.
And then it was me. That's it. Oh.